Have we ever met before?
I don't think so.
Oh, this isn't a magic trick. First, put your hand on the dash. You have to let her know that you trust her and that you respect
Shut
her.
up.
I am serious.
Daddy, you're
Why was
so
a boy?
stupid.
Let her know that you trust her and that you respect her and her power.
Okay.
Tell her.
I'm not gonna tell her
You have to tell her that.
I respect you.
Don't tell me, tell her. She has to feel it. Okay. She understands. So what I want you to do is put your foot on the clutch. The clutch is the far left pedal. Press and sit back because you might die.
Okay.
With not your right foot,
No, but then
you have your right foot for the throttle or gas, right foot for brake.
no. You're not supposed to push up your feet.
Don't argue with a god, okay? Put your right foot is for the throttle and the brake. Left foot is only for the clutch.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is you're gonna push the clutch all the way down with left foot, clutch all the way
No.
down.
The clutch?
Yes, the far left pedal, push it all the way down. Presley, you're gonna have to stop making that noise to that sucker. I'm gonna hit you in the nose. Put your left foot on the clutch,
Okay.
far left pedal. Now adjust
Wait.
it. Yes, that's what we're getting at. So grab the seat and pull it up. No, not that part. Not that part. The other part. No, you slide it forward. It's a power seat. Did you just try to scoot it forward? God, this is not an old Chevy. All right, put your hand on the side. There's a button. It's a slider. You slide it forward. And it'll slide the seat. No.
I did it already.
There you go.
I just did that.
All right, so move it up more. You want to make to where you want to make it to where your left foot can push the clutch all the way down, and you'll still have a slight bend in your knee. This is imperative. This is very important. Do you have a slight bend in your knee when it goes all the way down?
Is that a slight bend?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, adjust the lighting. So now what I want you to understand is you have gas and you have brake. You drove mommy's car, which is an automatic, right?
Right.
All right. Whenever you came to a full stop, you would just apply the brake, right, and hold it. In this car, you can't do that.
Right.
The clutch has to be down.
All the time?
No. Right now it's in neutral. Phil. Neutral. Do it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Neutral. Okay? So if it's in neutral, you don't have to have the clutch engaged. But if it's in gear, so you come to a stop, like a stop sign, and you leave it in first, your clutch has to be all the way down, or the car will shut off. Does that make sense?
Right. There's 6 gears?
Yes. And a reverse.
Right.
All right. So remember I was telling you about the friction point?
Right.
Which is the part where the clutch engages, so the transmission starts to engage with the motor.
Mm-hmm.
That starts to make the motor turn, and you start to move forward. Okay? You're pushing the gas while you're doing that. Okay. So here's the fun thing about learning how to drive a manual with a car that has a lot of horsepower. All right. That friction point, normally in like a Honda, let's say, you'd have to push the gas and let off the clutch at the same time to get the car to move. In this car, you don't have to do that. You can just let off the clutch and the car will go by itself because it's got power. All right. So it makes it a little bit easier to learn how to drive. So e-brake, Presley, give me that. For the love of God. All right. Release the e-brake.
What?
Release the e-brake.
You act like I know what that is.
This is the e-brake.
And do what?
Release it.
How do you release it?
You push the button and let it go down.
What is it gonna do? Am I gonna start moving?
You're disengaging the rear wheels. Just do it. That prevents you from rolling down hills. Are you serious?
Even I know how to do it.
What is wrong with
It's
you?
not going down.
So hard. Okay. Find first gear. So clutch. When you start to move this, that clutch needs to be all the way down. All right. So push the clutch down. You can have your foot. Wait, hold on. So if you want to go in reverse, you have to push it down and then go. So don't ever do that if you're trying to go forward, because you'll go the wrong direction. So all the way towards you. Is the clutch still in?
Mm-hmm.
Up. All the way over and up. Okay. Now slowly, I mean super slowly start to let off the clutch.
Oh.
Now when the car starts to move, that's what's known as the friction point. So as the car starts to move, slowly let off the clutch all the way, and the car will start moving, and then you can start to apply pressure to the throttle. Go.
Just say gas, because that's going to confuse me.
All right.
I don't want to.
Hands on the wheel.
I really don't
Hands
want
on
to.
the wheel.
I really don't
Let's
want
go.
to. I really
You got
don't
this.
want to.
You got it.
Like, how slowly?
Just pretty slow.
I can't even see the sun's in my face. Oh, wait.
You want sunglasses?
Yeah, why didn't you give those to me? This makes no difference.
All right, go. Slowly off the clutch.
I can't.
Slowly off
What
the
if
clutch.
I really crash?
Well, we have insurance. Go.
That's not funny. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm literally releasing and nothing's happening. He said slowly. Oh, wait. I don't want to do this. I'm scared.
Now give it some gas.
No,
Just slow. Just give it a little bit of gas.
I don't know where the gas pedal is.
Far right, child.
No, what's gonna happen?
You're gonna move forward. Go. You're gonna. The car's
I'm
gonna die if
ready.
you don't. You have to. No. What are you doing?
I made that cool sound.
That's because you have the clutch engaged. Let off the clutch all the way.
No, because then I'm gonna start moving.
You're already moving.
Oh, no, Daddy, I can't do that.
Now give it some gas.
No.
Just a little bit.
I can't.
Just give it a little bit. Your car's gonna die if you don't.
Daddy, I can't.
Baby, the car's.
It's scary.
You're,
Can I just put it on brake? Or no?
Baby, if you don't have the clutch pushed in, it's about to die.
Wait, why can't I just brake?
Because you're gonna do this right.
No, why?
So again, let off the clutch very slowly. You'll feel the car start to move. Once the car's moving, fully release off the clutch, and then you can start to apply the gas. It's not that
Wait,
hard.
if I release the clutch and I start doing the gas and it's too fast, can I just press the brake or do I press the clutch?
Yes, you can. Well, the clutch and brake,
Both of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Why?
because the car will be in gear, and if you just press the brake, the car will die. Go. You went too fast.
What the heck? How did I go too fast?
You came off the clutch
car
too
died.
fast.
Did I push it?
You know, so yeah, so put your you have to have the clutch all the way engaged to restart the car. So now look at where you're at. You're at 2,000 RPMs, 10 months clutch. You can't go to a stop without pushing the clutch.
Do I press it? Okay, so if I want to brake, do I press the clutch first or brake?
You can apply the brake without hitting the clutch. You just can't come to a full stop.
Oh.
And you can't really. It's more about the RPMs. But anyway, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same process again, but this time you're gonna go into second gear.
So what's the difference between all the gears?
So at around, let's say 10 miles an hour, you go to second gear. At around 20 miles an hour, so on and so forth.
Why?
Because it gives you higher gears.
Because
Because you can only get to a certain speed within each gear.
Oh, okay.
So I'll tell you when to shift to second gear. When you get to around 10 miles an hour, you're gonna push the clutch again. So you're gonna let off the gas, press the clutch, grab this, keep it towards you, bring it straight down, and then let off the clutch and back on the gas.
Okay. This is too much.
Look at the road.
I haven't showed you the fun part yet. All right, so get going. All right, clutch, off gas, clutch,
Clutch.
fall, left foot, pull it straight down, go into second gear. You're going way too slow. Come on, go.
Now, like off clutch.
Off clutch, gas. Now it's about to die because you're in second gear. All right, there you go.
Oh, it's too fast. I don't know, Daddy. It's too fast. Oh, this is too fast.
Turn, don't brake.
Why?
Because you're gonna get too low. You're in second gear now. You get too low of a speed, the car will die.
Fast. Go.
No, Presley. Oh, it's too fast.
No, it's not.
Yes,
You're
it
fine.
is.
You're fine. You got plenty of room. Turn
I really
around.
don't.
Keep the speed up. Keep the speed up. The car can do it.
Don't turn.
Presley, don't stop. Shut up. Keep going. You don't have to worry about anything. Just turn again. You got it. Keep it on the gas. She can do it. All right. Now, next turn. Go get. Don't brake.
Oh, sorry.
Keep the throttle on. Now go clutch in, off gas,
Clutch.
off gas, clutch in, up to third. Go.
That?
Get gas. Back on gas. Oh, you went to fifth.
Oh no, Daddy, no.
Don't brake.
Daddy.
Clutch.
This is so
Clutch,
scary.
clutch, 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 clutch,
Oh,
clutch. Brake. Come to a stop slowly. Have some finesse. Jesus.
That's a foot.
Get out of fifth. All right. Find first. Go back to neutral. Wiggle. Okay.
One.
No. Wiggle.
Two.
Go back to wiggle.
Why wiggle?
All right. Now find all the way towards you and up. That's first. Now keep it pressed towards the wall, straight down.
Wall?
Yeah, that's the wall. You're in a wall right there. And then straight down. Go to second. All right. Third is back to where it's wiggly, and then up to the right.
Here.
And then fourth,
Here.
and then fifth, and then sixth. You got to keep it back against the wall and down to the right.
Okay, so.
Fine first. Go wiggle first,
Why wiggle?
so you can
Every
learn.
single time?
Not as you get to understand it, you won't have to. But
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
now put it back in first. Why are you gonna leave it in third?
Oh, well, you know.
All right, you got some good speed on it now. So go into second.
I don't want to do that.
Yes, you do.
Go back in the clutch.
Back on, off gas, clutch down, second gear, off clutch, back on gas. You got this.
It's a workout for me. I'm trying to sit up.
How's you doing, Press?
Trying to not die.
You know what makes this experience better?
Music.
She had a beard.
Shut up.
Oh.
Slowly apply the brakes. Why are you looking at me? Look at the road.
I'll name my child.
That's a little too
Vanessa.
hard at the end. Okay, put it back in first and let's start again. This time, use the friction point. Use your gas.
My hand is sweaty.
Low point here.
There you go. Get you some, girl!
Oh no, Daddy, don't do that.
Let's
You scared
go!
me. Don't do that.
I died.
All right, now we're on the second turnaround. I want you to give her some throttle. I just want you to feel her purr, okay?
Her, it's my cat.
Just do it. Right here. Give it some gas.
Oh God, Daddy, that's so scary. That's so
Daddy.
scary.
Next time, let's kill myself.
You killed the car.
So scary.
You
I did?
see, you let your emotions get a hold of you. You didn't remember the steps. Why did the car just die?
Cause I did. I don't know. I did
Didn't do the
something
clutch.
wrong.
That's right, Presley. There you go.
But everyone nearby is like, what is this person doing? 10 and 2.
Oh gosh, we're gonna die.
So, next time we drive, I'll teach you how to do this.